just gonna say it. When people say everything happens for a reason, I buy that so hard, like so hardcore, like a lot. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Tori. Thank you for being here. If you're here for some kind of depression video, or if you're here because of one of my other videos, thank you. I'm glad you're here. I hope you stick around for this one because I'm not gonna be talking about that kind of thing. But yeah, I had a thing happen today, which was, oh shit. I forgot to do my nails. I was gonna do my nails for this video, and like, it's nothing fancy. It's Amazon strips. You can get these on Amazon. This is not an ad, but it's crazy. You get these like freaking nail stickers. And so that's what I usually do for these. And I was gonna do that for this video, but then I guess I forgot. But yeah, you just like put them on, and then I actually put this like protective coat on it, and it'll stay on until you get your hands wet, which is great. But yeah, so those usually last me less than a day, if that. But anyway, they're fun and they're different colors, and I was gonna do that. So back to my story. So today I went to Goodwill because one of my stepkids said something that was really heartbreaking. I got her first library card, and she was so excited. And I got her a wallet and everything, and she was really excited. And so I told her, you got to keep track of your library books, because she checked out library books that were just hers, just on her card. And I was like, okay, you got to keep track of them. And she was just like, okay, yeah, I'll try. And then she was just like, but where? And we live in a 3-bedroom apartment. There is no space. Like, she has no space that is just her own, except like drawers with clothes in them. Like, everything else is like either combined space or mutual space or something. She has no place that is like just hers where she can put things. And so I went to Goodwill to try to find a dresser, and I did. I found this perfect like cubby thing where she can have 2 cubbies that are just hers, and her sisters can do the same. So I was really excited about that. Now, I drive a very small car, like a very small car. And I fit some cool stuff in that car. I've fit a few dressers in that car. I've fit a rocking chair in that car. I have a way of finagling things into that car, and so I thought today would be the same, but it was not. So I literally had like 5 or 6 Goodwill workers just watching me trying to cram this square peg into a round hole of my door, and it wasn't gonna happen. And so they're just kind of looking at me like, is she gonna figure it? Like, should I tell her? Or, I mean, you could tell, I don't know, she'll probably figure it out. And then I finally did, and I was like, this isn't gonna fit, is it? And all of them looked back at me and they were like. So I decided to come back to my apartment, which is like a mile away. Like, it's not far at all. And I ran into one of my beautiful, wonderful neighbors, and I was about to text another one of my neighbors who has a big car, but they're also really busy all the time, but it's a Saturday, so like maybe they're not. I was about to text her and be like, come, can I borrow? Can you help me? So I had like the text all written out, and I was just like not super comfortable with it. And so my neighbor was just like, well, let me go. Like, let me help you. And so I was like, I would, but your car is also small like mine, so it probably wouldn't fit, and they would probably just give me the same look, except now I have a friend, and so they're giving both of us the same look. She was just like, yeah, probably no bueno. So she was just like, well, let me ask this girl across from us. And she's just the most wonderful lady. Like, we see each other in passing, we say hi and everything, but like, I don't know her. Like, I've never been in her apartment. She's never been in mine. And so I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, I'm from New England, you know? Like, I don't know my neighbors' names or anything about them or anything at all. So that's what I'm used to, but this is the South. And so like, I was like, I need help. And so she knocked on her door, and she was just like, hey, Tori needs your help. Can you drive us down to Goodwill so that we can pick this thing up? And she was just like, sure, no problem. Let me walk my dog and I'll be in the car. And I'm like, where am I? Like, this is crazy. And then the first neighbor brought her daughter, and it was like 4 of us like going to Goodwill to get this stuff. And it was really wonderful. and it made me really happy. And like, I was really grateful just to be in the South. Not that you wouldn't get the same hospitality in the North, but you wouldn't get the same hospitality in the North. So I was really excited, and it was awesome. So I was able to get that dresser, bring it back. I ordered some stuff on Amazon to, you know, some cubby, like the actual bins to put in the cubby holes, so that the girls can have spaces that are like just theirs, just their own. Anyway, that is an aspect of my personality that I'm not super okay with. Like, it comes in handy sometimes. Like, I do not take no for an answer. Like, it's a flaw a lot of the time, but I will not take no for an answer. So like, if that didn't fit, I'm like, okay, easy, I'll find somebody that it does. And I rope people in to help me out, and then they do help me out and I get everything that I want, but then I feel bad, you know, for like roping other people in. The lady who lives alone, we flipped her mattress around because she needed help. And then we exchanged numbers in case she ever needs anything at all. And it was really nice because like, I even gave her a big hug afterwards and everything, just because like, I didn't really know her. I didn't really have any intention of knowing her, but because she helped me out, I was able to like help her out a little bit by moving her mattress, and also like get to know my neighbor a little bit. So that was cool. Another thing that happened was at my job, we don't have to clock out to go to the doctor. If it's 4 hours or less, we don't have to clock out for it. We can just go and come back. No big deal. Put it on your calendar. Let your supervisor know, like whatever it is, it's not a big deal. And so I'm very grateful for that. But that also means, you know, you don't have like PTO for it. You're not like, you know, hey, I have these 2 hours off to go do this thing. You kind of just fit it in wherever you can. My doctor was out on maternity leave, and I take losartan potassium, which is a blood pressure lowering medication. I don't take it for blood pressure. I take it for my kidneys because I also have lupus nephritis, and so it helps protect your kidneys, and it's a pretty benign medication. And so I take it for my kidneys, and it's a lifer. Like, unless I ever have a baby again, like I'm gonna be on this for the rest of my life. My doctors know that. Both doctors know that, my rheumatologist and my primary care doctor. Both doctors at the same time are out on maternity leave, right? And so I promised both of them that I would not get sick while they were out, and they thanked me profusely. And I kept that promise. I did. I held up my end of the bargain. But I forgot to check refills, and I ran out of refills on losartan potassium. So I emailed the doctor's office, and I was just like, hey, can you refill this for me, whoever doctor is taking over for her? And she was like, no. And I was like, all right, so what's a girl gotta do? And she's like, come in the clinic because we need to check your blood pressure. And I'm like, it's gonna be low. It's low. I don't take it for blood pressure. Like, it's a lifer. It's my medication. My doctors know this. You're not my doctor. So I had to set up a doctor's appointment to actually go to it. My primary care doctor has been out since April, and she's the one that like really helped me with a lot of stuff. You know, as far as medication for anxiety and depression and stuff like that. And so like, I miss her. Like, I wish I could just talk to her and be like, yo, refill this, please. But I couldn't, and so I didn't. And so I show up to the appointment, but before that, my boss needed something like yesterday. And she just found out she needed something yesterday, 10 minutes ago. So I had to hurry up and do it for her. And because of that, and poor planning and a little bit of ADD, I was like 26 minutes late to the appointment, which is not within that 15-minute window that they give you. And so they couldn't see me that day. And so I was like, listen, I don't need this appointment. There's literally nothing I need to talk to the doctor about. I just need this medication refilled. That's it. And so the doctor agreed to refill it as long as I got an appointment, like I rescheduled an appointment within the next month to go in and get everything checked out. So I did that, and while I was rescheduling it, I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, I'm honestly just waiting for my primary care doctor to come back. And so I said my primary care doctor's name, and the lady was just like, oh, well, she's coming back in 2 weeks. Do you want me to just schedule with her? And I'm like, yes, please schedule with her. So because I missed the appointment, I get to go see my primary care doctor again and just talk to her about the ADD symptoms I've been having recently. Like, it has been so bad. Like, I've been close to tears several times just because I cannot remember anything. Like, it is crazy. This tripod that I'm using right now for my camera, I couldn't find it. I was getting everything set up and I couldn't find it. And I finally found it in the kitchen next to the coffee maker because I had to make some coffee. I don't love that. I don't love that as a side effect. But thinking back to when I was on Adderall, I really didn't enjoy that. And I know this is like hard for you guys to comprehend, but I am not a fun person to live with when I have any kind of irritability. Really, really not fun to live with. So on behalf of my boyfriend and my son and my stepkids, like I really don't want to have irritability as any kind of side effect from a medication because like that's just not going to be good. I shoot you straight without irritability as a side effect, but with irritability as a side effect, I can be cutting and hurtful and way too blunt and just tired of humans in general. So I don't want to do that to anybody. So I'm going to talk to her about it and just see if there's like something all natural that might be a good idea to try before I try Vyvanse, or you know, I really don't want to try Adderall again. I think Vyvanse is the only one I would try. But yeah, I don't know. But she would know because I trust her. And I definitely want to talk to her about it. So yeah, that's the current plan so far, is to keep that appointment with her and see what she says. See where we'll go from there. But I did have to order more Benlysta. I am gonna do another video on that for my Benlysta people. I always say, like, I always think my Benlysta girls, because it's mostly girls who contact me about Benlysta, but I know there's probably some guys out there who also take Benlysta who have not contacted me, which is fine, totally fine. So I want to talk about some hacks when it comes to this, because I think I got some good ones. But yeah, I had to go back and watch my video on the Benlysta reimbursement program to find it on the website again. And so that was kind of a, you know, full circle moment, because I actually used a video that I worked very hard on to help myself because I forgot from last year. All right, y'all, I've been talking a blue streak. This is me just telling stories about my life currently and how all that is going. And it's going pretty good, except I'm forgetting most things as soon as I have them in my head. So yeah, that's all I got. If you guys would like to hang out some more, I would love that. As always, comment, like, and subscribe, all those good things. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.